forgot. It's like the last one left, so it's Phil. It's Phil My Johnson.
Ryan Lawless, everybody, give it up for him. That was impressive. We all stuck it out and got through that.
Was that stuck it up?
Yep, which shows that we can have a sense of humor, and I'm proud of you guys. Yeah.
Do you work at the co-op?
Yeah. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow. So. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's my main man right there.
You guys,
Main man.
if you're like me, and if you're near Ed, I guess, you get a lot of unsolicited advice. You know, I was walking through the parking lot the other day. Guy says, "Watch out for stairs." Which I guess is good advice. You know, you should watch out for stairs. They're
He
dangerous.
must have been tripping.
I think one of the reasons I get a lot of unsolicited advice is like I'm an easy target. They look at me. Well, they look at me and they think, man, that guy looks poor and miserable. Yeah. But most of the time, the advice they give is in these, antiquated, really quaint but stupid sayings, like, money can't buy happiness. If you believe that, you've never been starving. Or to a brothel.
Money can't buy love.
So it's not for you, my friend. The other saying I get a lot, I get this one most of all, it happens all the time, is a penny saved is a penny earned. Right. If I had a nickel for every time someone dropped a dime on the penny, I'd be a quarter away to a lot of dollars. And I could use that change in my life. I wonder who coined that phrase. I'll have to check. Well, no, because they piqued my interest. And I want to give them credit. This guy's thinking I should kind of withdraw from the money puns. Which is fine. Some people don't put a lot of stock in them. It's fine. But my sense of humor just lends itself to puns. I have a tight bond with them. Money puns are really tender to me. I feel like you can always bank on them. So when it comes to money puns, I'm a teller. Yeah. I want to take them all into account before I cash in on that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So people give you advice, and I've learned to take it with a grain of salt. People hear that you're a comedian, and they instantly want to contribute. So they'll say things like, "Boy, are you using this for material? Because family reunions are full of it." It's like, yeah, it's a laugh a minute. Or generally my response to to unsolicited advice is always the same. That'll be 11:42. Please pull forward to the second window. That's right. I admit it. I spent many years working in fast food. Yeah, no cheers for that? Woo!
All right.
Woo, Jammies!
Yeah, and so people hear that, they always give you the same advice. Have you considered going back to college? Okay, let's consider it. I can take, a huge loan with a ridiculous interest rate. This guy's like, yeah, I just got the interest pun. with a ridiculous interest rate to subscribe to a teaching of a place that regularly asks me for donations. What kind of business model is that? I'm in carving my piece of the pie out of the largest restaurant chain in the world that can drop $100 million on a Super Bowl ad and walk away richer. Pretty tough decision, but okay, all right. But what about the value of education? What about the things you learn? Like in my educational career, I probably took 5 years of Spanish. In 2 months of being the only gringo in the kitchen, I learned way more.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, I mean, my grammar, maybe not perfect. My conjugation, I can have some trouble with. But if you need to yell at your ex-husband for only paying the child support for the ones that are biologically his, I got you. I can do that. Yeah. But it's going back to college. That's one of the things that I feel is kind of antiquated advice. You get it a lot from baby boomers. Let's face it, I do. And they're from a different time. They're really just over romanticizing the 60s and 70s. Like I wasn't there. I don't know how it was, but it didn't seem that great to me. Like, man, in the 60s there was so much going on. There was the civil rights movement where we solved racism forever. There was we would march against the Vietnam War, and we won that one and haven't had a war since. Or the music, man. Yeah, like the Beatles and Bob Dylan. And I've heard the Beatles. They're okay. I just don't see them catching on. I mean, what's the last Bob Dylan music video that went viral? Okay, that's fine. But I mean, maybe I'm being too hard on baby boomers. I mean, as millennials, what have we accomplished?
Not too much.
Yeah, well, it's true. We did fix global warming. No, you remember that? It was global warming is like the thing that the baby boomers like, well, hey, we made it, and I'm out. And it's you got to deal with it. Well, we fixed it. It's now called climate change because hey, everything changes. That's not scary. That's fine. Yeah. The gas crisis. When's the last time you honestly heard somebody complain about paying $2 for a gallon of gas? Yeah,
1986.
exactly. Back before my generation. So we fixed that. We got little plastic cars. They only take like 3 gallons to run their electric. I don't know. But that's fair enough. We haven't fixed too much, so I can't give too much advice. I did get some good advice the other day.
Yes, Professor.
I was buying booze on Valentine's Day, and
Does that mean alcohol?
It does. You're familiar with it. I was in the store, and because I don't want the clerk to realize how pathetic I am, I also got a rose. Like, no, all that booze isn't for me, really. And must have seen through my elaborate disguise. I don't know. Maybe it was because I got all my clothes from 1993. Yeah, or it might have been the microwavable mac and cheese I was getting at the same time. I don't know. It's one of those things, but gave me some good advice. Instead of buying the rose, buy some chocolate, because then you can eat it alone afterwards. It really is much more clear that, I'm not single, I'm buying chocolate. So I thought maybe, okay, escalate it one more step, buy some condoms. But that's not the right time. Everyone knows you buy condoms the day after you got her number, because you were only the third guy she gave it to, so it's getting serious. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think I'm spent. But I do want to thank the Jean Cocteau for having us here tonight. I'd like to thank all the people who came and thought they were seeing a movie. That's nice. We are Wayward Comedy. You can check us out on waywardcomedy.com. If you didn't like what you see, just friend us on Facebook and rant at us there. It's much preferable.
Then everybody can see it.
Yeah, then everybody can see it. If you hashtag things on your Twitter to Wayward Comedy, you're on our website. You are on Real Comedian's website.
Yeah,
if you do that. That's right. So anyway, get home safe tonight.
Is that opposed to fake comedians?
Yes, that's true.
Real?
Well,
Again,
we might
you're
have
familiar with
seen
them.
one of those tonight.
So remember, guys, on your way home tonight, watch out for stairs.
Right.